Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Love and Liberty Media here. Never thought I was going to do one of these talking head videos, but here we are. And the reason that this needed to be made is to address specifically the personal hate that's being directed at the Sanders family. And as a resident of Boulder, which none of the online haters seem to be, I just want to break this down a little bit. And we don't have to make it too personal, although this is going to touch a lot of haters in their souls because they're going to know that what I'm saying is the truth. But when this touches your soul and it hurts your feelings, what I'm about to say about you guys, you need to understand that you made it personal attacking a man who proudly wears his sons wear his name on the back of their jerseys, and you know who they are. They don't hide on the internet. They put their name on their backs and they go out and they represent this beautiful city and the people who live here that love them and support them. And so when this future message touches your souls, haters, I want you to remember that you're choosing to fit into this broad demographic I'm about to describe. Okay? I'm not pulling your Facebook names out specifically yet. But let me know in the chat. Smash the like button. Let me know in the chat if you want to make it personal with some of these ridiculous human beings trying to talk down on a man whose life centers around being a good father. And now let's get into who these haters are. Specifically with Dion being the epitome of a great father to his children, centering his life around bettering them, creating good, quality, hardworking, respectful human beings. And respectful triggered some of you because of what I'm about to get into. And yes, they are respectful young men, but respect is earned. It's not given freely, and they know that. And they don't disrespect anyone still. They may retort at someone who throws or initiates a shot at them, but they don't ever go out of their way to insult people personally. They critique their teammates on the jobs that they do, and their teammates are free to critique them as well. If you watch the behind the scenes videos, you would know that. Their saying is iron sharpens iron. Okay, but back to Dion being a good father. That triggers so many of you out there whose dads were not good fathers, who did the opposite of make their life center around you. They neglected you. They didn't pay attention to you. They didn't celebrate your wins. They weren't there to support you and show you the way in your losses. And you see someone in Dion who does the opposite. And why does that trigger you? Not just because he is the opposite of what many of your fathers were. It's because of his self-confidence and self-love and the way that he feeds that into his children, and you never got that. And it makes you feel so bitter. And instead of examining why that really is and healing yourself, you lash out online with anonymity to a man who has done more in his life than you will ever do, whose children are going to do more than you and your dad ever did. And that triggers you, and you guys you feed off of each other online because there's millions of you out there who had these deficient upbringings. And you weren't taught that another man's self-confidence doesn't threaten you in any way. A man believing that he's the best doesn't materially affect what you can do in any way. But nobody taught you that. And you find a community online of some of the lowest scum of the earth. And you feed off of each other. And you get this false notion that you're the majority of people out there, but the truth is, decent people like me who live here, and I just want to watch football and enjoy living in a beautiful city and support one of my childhood heroes doing a damn good job in 2 years rebuilding what was a defunct program. And so to the sports reporters out there who are not anonymous, who hide behind passive aggressive dog whistles, you know you hold this man to a standard that you don't hold any white coaches to. Period. Full stop. And we all know why that is. Some of you like to pretend with the dog whistling and the passive aggression and the pearl clutching that you're not doing exactly what you're doing, racism. But we all see you. And those of us, if you didn't know, Boulder is one of the most liberal cities in America, and this does get into politics. I guarantee you 9 out of 10 of the people hurling mud at Deion are MAGA Trump supporters. Because it's the daddy issues, it's the insecurity, it's the feeling like something good happening for your neighbor is somehow going to ruin you. The ignoring of inconvenient truths like, where was this pressure on Dabo Swinney when he inherited Clemson, who was already competing for ACC championships? And how many years did it take him to get them to a national championship? Go look it up. Look up the Colorado grade point average and graduation rate since Deion has been there and compare it to the University of Georgia. And y'all don't want to talk about that. And you know what the percentage of these young men who actually go pro is. I'm talking again to you, sportscasters, professionals who are supposed to actually write credible stories and do work. And you're just getting away with it because nobody wants to make videos like this. I don't want to do this, but your voices have gotten so loud, and decent people in the community, we see it and we look the other way. But I don't know anyone who lives here. I live in this neighborhood. I'm 5 minutes walking from the stadium, okay? I live here. 100% of the people that I know are over the moon that Deion is here. And you know what? We don't live in towns whose sole identity relies on football. We take more pride in turning out quality young men and having a Hall of Fame coaching staff that is built to build over the test of time like any other white coach would be given. So this video needed to be made as a Boulder resident, as someone who lives here, who pays taxes here, who loves this community, who goes to the games, who walks to the games. If you live here, you see us walking around all the time. And there's nobody here throwing mud at Coach Sanders. It's you weirdos whose sole identity is wrapped up in a team you don't even like. Don't get me started on Jason Whitlock. We can go in on Jason Whitlock. We can make it personal with any of these people you think we need to, because the time for decent people to remain silent when mud is hurled at a good man is over. I mean, I don't want to do this, but somebody's got to do it. And before you go and say, oh, love and liberty, where's the love? Love is not sweet. Love is not passive when a good man is being attacked. When love sees an innocent person getting bullied, they grab the bully by the scruff of the neck and they teach him a lesson until the bully chills out, and then everybody's love, it's all love and peace again. But this is what love is. It keeps it real. It doesn't, you can only take too much. And I can't imagine what it's like to be in the Sanders family and what they go through, and you wonder why they have this self-confidence. You think it might be a little bit of a defense mechanism against people just initiating attacks personally against them out of nowhere? Pretending like behind the same offensive line, Shedeur Sanders is not hands down the best quarterback in college football, when every former pro quarterback who's on YouTube reviewing Shedeur's film says that he is. You're not fooling anybody. You guys are just ganging up with a group of losers, and you're embarrassing, and you don't live here, and it shows that you don't have anything going on in your life. But somebody needs to tell you what's going on, in the hopes that there's 10% of you that still have a little bit of integrity inside, who don't want to keep living your life as pitiful, miserable beta males throwing poop at your betters. You should be inspired. Be in the Hall of Fame of what you do and then say something. Where's a Hall of Famer throwing mud at Deion? Show me that. All right, you guys smash the like button if you think I'm on track. If you think I'm off track, tell me in the comments. Any of you haters who want to put your face and identity on the line and debate this live, man to man on video, let me know. Let's set it up. You guys, all you good people who operate by the golden rule, you guys have a great day.